What's going on, everybody? My name is Edward Peters. I am a recording, mixing, and mastering engineer from Harrisburg, PA. I work at BLV Studios in Lemoyne, PA as a recording, mixing, and mastering engineer. And today I have a special video for you guys. Last week I made a video on a Pro Tools template, and I got a couple comments asking for like a stock version or a version without plugins. So today I'm going to break down the stock version with stock plugins, since that's what you guys asked for. Now, I want to explain that the only thing that is different with this entire template, it's virtually identical. The only thing that's different is that I'm using stock plugins on this template. So I'm not going to break down the whole template like I did on the last video. I'll just post in the description. I'll leave a link to the last video if you really need the full breakdown, but I'm kind of just showing you guys what I put together for you. It's just very meticulously designed, and I took a lot of time designing it. Let's get right into it. The same as the last template, the 2-track, playlist, print, and record track are virtually all the same. The only thing that's different is that on the print track, instead of the 1176, we have the BF76, which is the stock version of that plugin. Now, that's the only thing different with these tracks right here. If you go down to the lead vocal bus, we can break down the plugins that I've chosen. Again, you can change these plugins. I am just having these plugins as a reference for you guys, kind of like understand why I put the plugins in the places that I put them. The first plugin we're going to talk about is de-essing. So I put a de-esser for the first plugin. Assuming you guys are in reverberant rooms, sibilant rooms, not treated rooms. So we're going to de-ess first. I like to look for anything from around like 4.5, maybe a little less, to around 8K, and I'll find them sibilant frequencies and I'll pull them down. My first de-esser, I'm probably pulling down around like 10 to 12 dB, sometimes less, sometimes more, but like around there. So the second plugin on the vocal bus is the 7-band EQ, and I've just done some roll off on the low end, boosted a little bit right here, boosted some clarity, and then boosted some air. And this is adjusted per vocal, so like this is just a starting point. You don't use this for every vocal because not every room, not every mic's going to sound the same. The next plugin on the vocal bus is the BF2A, which is the emulation of the LA2A. So first you have the fast FET compressor to take care of all the transients, and then boom, after that, after your de-essing and your shaping of the vocal, you throw some more compression on, except some creamy, smooth, leveling compression. So you're not like killing the transients, you're just letting it's a slow compressor and you're just letting the transients through, you're just leveling things. The next plugin is going to be the Pro MBD. This is a multi-band compressor. You can use this if you want to or not, depending on the vocal. I like to use multi-band compressors just to shape the vocal. The next plugin in the list would be some sort of saturation. So I used real tape saturation. So basically you just put the speed to 30 and drive it up until it's hitting around 0. You could do more, you could do less, whatever you want. This is not a tutorial on how to. This is just a tutorial on what is. We're going to go back in with the 7-band EQ. This is only to notch out problem frequencies and just like further surgically fix the vocal. And then at the end, we're going to do another de-esser. You're going to put the range to around like 3, anywhere from like 3 to like 7 at most. It's just to catch those little bit of S's that are peeking through after all the compression and saturation and whatnot. So for the background vocal bus, de-essing, 7-band EQ, and LA2A, and that's all you really need. And then the all vocal bus, instead of the SSL-G bus compressor, we have impact. A ratio on 2, attack, 30 milliseconds, auto on release, pull the threshold until you're getting some reduction, and then you use the makeup gain to make up the volume. It's fairly simple. So now that we're done with the vocal bus, and well, actually we have a 7-band EQ here on the ad-lib track, and that's just to make space. It's doing the exact same thing as Pro Q4 would do, sitting there, except it's stock, it's fast, and it works. Now let's get into the effects. Reverb on the other template was Valhalla. We are using Deverb on a small plate, and this is for the lead reverb, the lead vocal reverb, whatever you want. For the background reverb, we have a large hall, and this is for the like background vocals, ad-libs, whatever. We have a slap delay, yes, and we are using mod delay 3. You are setting it to slapback delay. For the main delays of the song, we have lead delay, which is tight and short. We have ad-lib delay, which is medium. And then we have background delay, which is extra long. All those are mod delay 3. The next thing is parallel compression. Instead of using the 1176 like we would, we are using the BF76 and we are cramming it all the way to 20. And then we are, remember, this is these effects are always, they're always auxiliary sends. So it's down like this, right? If you want parallel compression, you have to feed it into the song slightly like this. All right. So now that we have the effects gone over, everything else is the same. So the VCAs are the same as the last video. If you want to know what that is about, go to the last video and watch that. It's the exact same template that I go over, just with paid plugins. Now on the submix, we have the saturation. This is just to glue the whole song together with some harmonics. And then we have the actual glue, which is this plugin again, which is Impact. Remember, all of these plugins are stock plugins. Don't trip. The next plugin is EQP1A, which does come with Pro Tools. So that is the mix bus. That is what the mix bus is looking like. Now on the master, all I have on the master is a limiter, and it is the Maxim limiter. Very simple. You pull it down to -1, and then you pull the threshold down until you're attenuating around like 2 to 4 dBs of gain reduction. You can mess with the release. You can make that slower or faster, but that's how you use that. That is the master plugin for this template. So as you can see, everything in this template is 100% stock. You still have all the hidden tracks for the actual multi-track if your artist brings in a multi-track, and then you also have all of the feature tracks in case you have a feature come in, and all of those are set as well to the correct plugins. So this is literally one of those things where you can get the template and then you can pull it up and immediately start recording. So as long as your interface and everything's set up properly, you can come over here, you can hit record. You'll probably hear me right now. And then you can actually record vocals. Yeah. It probably sounds doubled because of the way that it's set up, but that's okay. And then you would drag it down and then it goes, yeah. So this is the dopest stock Pro Tools template that you can get on the market. If you appreciate this video, if you want to see more content like this, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to get this template, you can get it in the description below, along with my beats and other things that I create. You can check that out. I appreciate you guys so much. As far as the mic giveaway, we're still on for that. I'm going to be making a video here in a day or two about that. I appreciate you guys so much. This is a new channel, by the way, just to remind you guys. But I do appreciate you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll be back with more videos. I'm going to be just doing tons of tutorials, tons of tips on Pro Tools. I'll be making live beats. I'll be doing live recording sessions. So stay tuned. Have a happy holidays, and I'll see you guys next year.